A Chinese space rover spotted a mystery hut on the far side of the moon. Yes, you heard me correctly. While working its way across the Von Karman crater, China's U-2 rover discovered a mystery object on the horizon. A team of scientists have expressed a strong interest in the object, though a likely explanation for the shape would be a large boulder, which has been excavated by an impact event. But nevertheless, U-2 is now expected to spend the next 2 to 3 lunar days or 2 to 3 Earth months trying to get a closer look. So there will likely be updates to come. So I guess it's like 260 feet away, but this rover travels at 100 feet per, I guess. I thought it was only going to be a couple of days, but I guess it takes a couple of months to travel that far. I'm like waiting to find out, what is this thing? Come on.
You're looking at your lift estimated time to destination, and it's actually in lunar minutes rather than Earth minutes. Like, oh, man.
They tricked me. They were like 2 to 3 lunar days. And I'm like, yeah, so what is that? That's like, what's the lunar clock? Is it like 22 hours? Or
like, nope. Going to be months.
Months.
So Robbie, what are we going to find in this hut?
Aliens. That's what everyone wants to hear. So we'll just gonna find aliens. It's a. I mean, we don't know what that could just be. Couldn't that just be like a rock? Couldn't it just be like an optical illusion? Probably. I don't know if this is true, so I probably shouldn't say it, but I feel like I read that, didn't they used to think there were, and by they I mean them from like a long time ago, used to think there were canals on Mars or the moon or something, because when you looked in telescopes, but you were seeing the veins in your eyes on old telescopes or something like that. It's an optical illusion. There's a great episode of Rick and Morty, favorite show of mine, where Morty believes there's a man on the moon, and somebody else says it's just a smudge on the lens, and he reacts with outrage, and then later finds out that yes, it's just a smudge on the lens. So look for that explanation.
I've heard that canal thing too. That people thought they had found canals.
Yeah, I tried to Google it while we were waiting to discuss this, but I couldn't get there fast enough. So I probably just
now you've got two sources.
Spread completely false, fake news, Robbie, at it again. But
this is a very strange shape, right? I mean, it seems to be very square, and it's not rounded like you would expect a boulder to be. So
you're a boulder? You're a PhD in boulderology?
Moon boulders, especially.
Yes, and
these boulders are oddly shaped. I don't think so.
It has a dark center, so it looks like it's an arch of some kind, like maybe a square arch. I mean, I think it's believable. So who knows? There are some. Look, if we're going to get into like the alien stuff, the people that really believe that there are aliens out there, I believe there's aliens out there. I don't know if we've like come into contact with them or anything yet, but there is a theory that they built a base on the dark side of the moon, and so maybe this is a remnant of the base.
But if you're an alien, why not just you've traveled like infinite light years practically to get here? Why not just come to Earth? Like you look at the pictures of the two, like it looks so much more inviting. We got oceans, we got green spaces.
That's a good-looking moon.
Moon is just
as far as moons go, it's a great moon. It's
there's
very
a flag
big.
or two on it.
It's
more peaceful.
It's more peaceful.
I mean, you come to Earth, you're probably going to get into a war.
Yeah,
maybe the aliens are choosing to appear to us in a shape we better understand. Isn't that something they do in in Contact and various? Yes, odd-looking boulder is the shape our fragile human minds can comprehend.
Well, what are you going to do, Robbie, when they find out in 2 to 3 months that this thing is like this arch that is constructed of rock? Are you going to change your mind that there might be aliens out there?
No one will remember what I, a doubter, said if it turns out it's aliens. But when it turns out it's not aliens, I'll get to say, haha, I was right. It was just...
And that's the glory of this conversation, is that both sides can basically never be proven wrong.
It's great being a pundit.
One side can be proven wrong, but like you said, everybody will be so excited about the fact that
Right.
They're now aliens that we're talking to.
I do
They
get
forget
annoyed when the constant headlines that are like, oh, water found on Mars or the moon or whatever, and then you go, really? That's amazing. And they're like, well, it's actually evidence that perhaps some kind of vapor that might have conceivably been water 1 trillion years ago could possibly have been there under that circumstance. Like, thanks a lot. Headline writers at the not at The Intercept or at Reason Magazine, but at other less reputable publications.
Reasonable Magazine.
Right. So we'll find out. I guess in however long it takes to.
And we will update you then.
Yeah.
We will update you then.
Yeah. Months. We have to wait months, not
well,
days.
So we can do this segment every
Misleading.
day until then. We can just do endless speculation. We can have little flags, moon aliens, moon aliens.
Well, I want every publication that said 2 to 3 lunar days that really tricked me into believing we were going to find out by now. I want them to be labeled as misinformation or misleading or disinformation of some kind. I feel duped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tag
2 to
'em.
3 Earth months. We have to wait to find out. But we will.
Well, that was a good time. And let's do that again soon. For now, we will have more Rising right after this.